I moved back out after my parents demanded I follow their rules. So I'm 22 and just graduated college in May. I moved back to my hometown because I had no real plan, and my parents kept calling saying they needed my help. My mom kept saying how bad things were financially, how they might lose the house, how my dad's contracting work had dried up. She'd call me crying about bills. I felt terrible. I was supposed to move in with my buddy Joel and his girlfriend Chris, but I told them I needed to help my family first. My parents seemed so relieved when I agreed. They said if I could just pay them $700 a month for rent, it would save them. $700 is pretty cheap for my area, so I said yes. I got a warehouse job within a week and moved into my old bedroom. First week was totally normal. We had dinner together. My dad thanked me for stepping up. My mom made my favorite meals. I actually thought this would be good for a while. Then, exactly 8 days after I moved in, my mom walked into my room at 9:30 at night while I was on my laptop applying to better jobs. She just stood there and said I needed to shut it down because I had enough screen time. She had this look like when I was in middle school. I literally laughed because I thought she was joking. She was not joking. She said screens off at 9:30 was the rule and I need to be in bed by 10 on weeknights. I told her I'm 22 and paying rent. She said as long as I live under her roof, I follow her rules. Her voice got that tight, angry sound. I shut my laptop to avoid a bigger fight. Next morning, I woke up for my shift and my laptop was gone. I found it in their bedroom closet. My mom came in while I was grabbing it and started yelling that I was grounded for a week for going into their room and taking things she confiscated. Grounded. At 22, while paying $700 a month. I told her this was insane. She got this hurt look and said after everything they'd done, after they were about to lose their house, I was going to disrespect her like this. She said if I didn't like it, I could leave, but I'd be abandoning them when they needed me most. The guilt hit me so hard I stayed. For 3 more weeks, I dealt with a 10 p.m. curfew and lectures about respect from my dad. If I protested, my mom would cry and say she was just trying to keep the family together during hard times. Then one afternoon, I came home early because we got sent home from the warehouse due to a gas leak. My parents didn't know I was there. I heard my dad on the phone laughing, really laughing, saying something about finally getting the specialized rock hopper he wanted. I stopped because he told me 2 weeks ago he sold his bike to make mortgage. I looked through the door crack. He had his laptop open to an email receipt. $2,300 for a mountain bike purchased 6 days ago. Then I heard him say, yeah, having the kid pay rent means we can actually breathe for once. Might even take that trip to Asheville. Everything clicked. I pushed the door open and asked what he meant by finally breathe. My dad slammed the laptop shut. He started saying it was a work expense. I asked which job sites require a $2,000 mountain bike. His face went red. My mom came running in yelling at me for barging into their private space. I asked point blank if they were actually struggling to pay bills. My mom's face did this thing where I could see her deciding what lie to tell. She said it was complicated and I wouldn't understand their finances. My dad said they weren't behind on the mortgage anymore, but had been 6 months ago and my rent was helping them rebuild savings. I just stared at them. My mom said they didn't technically lie because they had been struggling. I asked why they needed to give me a curfew if I was helping rebuild savings. She said that had nothing to do with money. She was trying to give me structure. I said I had structure fine before. She said clearly I didn't or I wouldn't have needed to move home with no plan. That made me so angry I went to my room and called Joel. He said Chris's brother was about to sign for the room but they'd rather have me. I told him I'd be there tonight. I started packing immediately. My mom tried to block my door saying I was being selfish. I told her the misunderstanding was me thinking they needed help when really they just wanted extra income and control. My dad said fine, they should have been honest, but I was being dramatic. I told them most parents don't fake a financial crisis to manipulate their kid into moving home. My mom started crying saying she'd only wanted me close because she missed me. I asked why she didn't just say that. She didn't answer. I loaded my car in 4 trips. My dad stood in the driveway not helping. As I was leaving, my mom said fine, go ahead and abandon us but don't come crying back when you realize how hard the real world is.